I just love to keep munching on it. Hey everyone, it's Namita. Welcome back to my channel and I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be showing how to make almond butter at home with just 2 ingredients. You heard that right, it's just 2 ingredients, almonds and salt. I love nut butter, especially the homemade ones compared to that of the store-bought. It's super rich, smooth, and most importantly, affordable. Also, most of the nut butters that you get in store does not have a clean ingredient. Those might have palm oil, preservatives and whatnot. And if at all it has a clean ingredient list, it is expensive, and making a nut butter at home is not at all difficult. So before we get started, subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. This would help my channel grow, and let's go. I like to roast the almonds for around 10 minutes. This gives the almond butter a very roasted flavor. All you gotta do is spread the almonds in a baking tray and put them in the preheated oven for around 10 minutes. If you do not have an oven, you can roast them on a pan and even that gives the same taste. Once the almonds are roasted, let it cool down for some time before adding them into a food processor or a blender. You can follow the same procedure to make cashew butter, peanut butter, or maybe a mixed nut butter as well. With peanut butter, I don't like the process of removing its skin, so I generally avoid making it at home. You can have this roasted almonds as a snack instead of the store-bought one, and it's so crunchy and nice. I just love to keep munching on it. Once the almonds are cooled down, transfer it into a blender and let it blend well. If you do not have a high-speed blender, that's alright, because I do not have a high-speed blender. I'm still managing to blend. I like crunchy almond butter, so once I pulse it initially, I take a portion of it and keep it aside. I'm gonna put this whole ones back in the blender and just keep the crushed bits for crunchiness. It'll first start looking like a powder and you might feel like adding some oil, but don't. You can even keep this aside. Continue to blend well and it will start turning into a very creamy consistency. At this point, you can add a pinch of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt, but you can also add sea salt or any salt of your choice. I like to keep the recipe very simple, but if you like, you can add cinnamon powder, vanilla extract or maple syrup at this point. Even if you don't add, it's still gonna taste amazing. It's completely blended so well and look at the consistency, it's so smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and add the crushed portion that I kept aside and mix it with the spatula. Don't add all the crushed almonds in one shot. You don't want to make it like a thick paste. You still want to have that spreadable consistency. I added 3 to 4 spoons of it and I'm in love with this consistency. They are crunchy but also spreadable. Let the almond butter cool down, and once it's cooled down, you can transfer it into a jar. You can either refrigerate or even keep outside if you're staying in a colder place. The butter might release some oil and get settled on top of the jar, but it's absolutely normal. All you have to do is give it a good stir and enjoy your homemade almond butter. Some of my favorite ways of eating the almond butter is of course on my favorite Bertie Nets sourdough toast as a breakfast or a snack. It's so good, and honestly it is better than the store-bought one. You must try this. I also like to spread it on top of rice cakes as a snack. I sometimes like to add sliced bananas on top of it as well. If I'm eating porridge or overnight soaked oats, I love to add a dollop of almond butter on top of it with some fresh or frozen berries. I even like to eat apple with my homemade almond butter as a snack. It's alright if you do not want to make it at home, but if you decided to buy a store-bought one, then always check the ingredient list. All it should have is the nut itself and salt. This is Pippin Nuts Crunchy Peanut Butter. If you turn and see the ingredient list, all it has is peanut and sea salt. Always check your ingredients list, enjoy cooking and eating. If you like this video, give this video a big fat thumbs up, share this video with your friends and family, and if you happen to make this nut butter at home, do not forget to tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I will see you in my next video. Until we meet, toodles!
I shut my eyes, trying not to speak, pretend that I'm dreaming. I smell your breath.
I love nut butter,
but I still hear you screaming. Going under. One step away till you hear what I'm saying. Sounds like thunder. And the clouds are closing in. You see, I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed. Losing focus, breaking up from our life as